People have always been asking if it is actually possible, if it's possible for people to stay off dialysis and still live a good life. So the answer is yes. A lot of times, maybe you could have listened to some testimonies in the church where people would testify that they have some sections of dialysis and now their kidneys are back to normal, they are functioning well, they are okay, they are urinating well, their face is not swollen, their legs are not swollen. Yes, the testimony is not falsified. The testimony is not a lie. The testimony is true. Testimony is true if they are having. Hi, hello everyone. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. This is Kidney Care with Omontayo. My name is Omontayo, and this morning I want to answer a very important question often asked by people. So, people have always been asking if it is actually possible, if it's possible for people to stay off dialysis and still live a good life. So the answer is yes. A lot of times, maybe you could have listened to some testimonies in the church where people would testify that they have some sections of dialysis and now their kidneys are back to normal, they are functioning well, they are okay, they are urinating well, their face is not swollen, their legs are not swollen. Yes, the testimony is not falsified. The testimony is not a lie. The testimony is true. Testimony is true if they are having acute kidney injury. Sometimes if someone's kidneys are absorted by a sudden occurrence, either from excessive bleeding or through dehydration that could occur from diarrhea, or sometimes due to sepsis, that's infection, or some drugs. And once these causes are treated, the kidneys functions will be recovered and they will be back to normal. They will be doing their normal works. They will be functioning as they always do. They will not, they will be working perfectly well. That's if it is acute kidney injury. In case of bleeding, if somebody's kidney shuts down in case of bleeding, it is expected that these patients will actually be transfused and sometimes could have some sections of dialysis, because our kidneys receive 25% of our total cardiac output. So that's to tell you that enough of blood really goes through the kidneys. And also in a case of dehydration, sometimes if there is diarrhea, a case of diarrhea, and there's a lot of episode of stooling, so a lot of fluid will have been lost with electrolytes, so it could actually make the kidneys to be temporarily shut down. And when it comes to this kind of case, once the cause is known and they were able to treat the cause, the kidneys will be recovered. In this case, they will actually infuse the patient, give enough of fluid that is required. And if the kidney is actually down temporarily, the dialysis machines could actually come to the rescue. Few sections of dialysis and the patient will be good. Sometimes it could be infection. Once it is infection and the patient is actually treated with the right antibiotics, the patient will be okay. So I'm only bringing all these causes to let you know that it is actually possible for some people to have 2, 3, 6 sections of dialysis and their kidneys will actually pick up and they will actually be doing okay, and the kidneys will actually be performing their functions as expected. So if you listen to this testimony in churches, I mean in religious gatherings, in the mosque, it's actually true. Some people may have some sections of dialysis and they will recover because the cause is acute and not chronic. But when it comes to chronic, before the kidneys will actually manifest that they are damaged, the nephrons, that's the functional unit of the kidneys, will have gone bad, like they will have been severely damaged. And once the nephrons are severely damaged, they can't be replaced, they can't regenerate, and they can't heal. They are just damaged, they are damaged. And When it comes to chronic kidney disease, about more than 50% of the nephrons are already damaged. So that's to tell that the kidneys are already down, and the only way out is to have renal replacement therapy, which could be dialysis, that is hemodialysis, could be peritoneal dialysis, could be kidney transplant. So what are the causes of the chronic kidney disease? Causes the major leading causes remains hypertension and diabetes. These two diseases they are silent killers. They will actually be affecting these organs slowly until when the kidneys are already down, before you will start seeing some features on your body like swollen face, swollen feet. You will be having itching, you won't be able to swallow food, you will be vomiting, and sometimes you won't be able to sleep. Sometimes you will even be speaking incoherently because this waste is already going through your bloodstream and is passing through your brain and everything. And so when it comes to this chronic kidney disease, I'm sorry to say someone has to actually have another means of renal therapy, like a renal replacement therapy. You just have to opt for any forms of renal replacement therapy, which could be dialysis. If you want to adopt dialysis as your own form of renal replacement therapy, then you have to be on 3 sections of dialysis in a week. The question is this feasible? Is this achievable? Considering the economy of Nigeria now, dialysis therapy is actually so expensive. Basically, we are not actually making, we are not producing, we are not manufacturing any of these dialysis consumables. We import them, and these things are actually expensive. Averagely, centers charges about 40-45,000 per section. So is it feasible for someone to have 3 sections of therapy in a week? It's not feasible. So this is the reason why we are actually advocating for healthy kidneys. If you know that you have a chronic form of illness like dialysis, like hypertension or that diabetes, please always follow up with your doctors. Let them check you, let them check your kidneys, let them give you a treatment plan and always adhere to it. A lot of times we found out that some patients always deviate from their care. Please, this plan is actually given for to you in order to prevent complications. I will actually apologize, I will beg us that if you have any forms of diseases, a chronic or long term disease, please let's try to follow up in order to prevent complications that may come with it. When it comes to hypertension and diabetes, they are the leading causes of chronic kidney disease, and the treatment of kidney failure is actually expensive. It's expensive. So please, I want to beg us as a truthful Nigerians, to actually care for our kidneys. Actually, let's care for our kidneys. And if you know anyone that is actually undergoing dialysis treatment or a kidney failure survivor, please, let's show them love, let's show them support. It's not actually easy psychologically, financially, physically. They're actually strong people. So I hope you come back to my channel next time. Thank you all. My name is Omatayo. See you all next time. Bye.